Hello friends, Cheryl here with inkedpulp, and we're back with what is today? The 15th of January for Junk Journal January, hosted by Meg Journals in collaboration with Get Messy Art. Alright, if you're new to my channel, welcome, welcome, welcome. I really appreciate you being here. I hope you'll like what you see, and I hope you'll come back again. Subscribe and hit that notification bell so you know when I upload videos. And if you're a returning viewer, thank you for your continued support. You know I love you all and really appreciate that you keep coming back. Alright, let's take a look at what day 15 is. Day 15 is opposites. So, I have a fun idea for opposites, and I'm going to use this little piece of paper to as a background. I'm going to put this down. So this is a double-sided paper, and I like this yellow side too, but it didn't fit for what I needed. The color was wrong. So how is everybody today? Hope you're all doing well. I hope it's not too cold where you are. It's not bad here. We're having actually fairly nice weather in the mountains of North Carolina. Alright, let me get and of course I got this on here crooked. If it's on camera, it's going to go on crooked. I can guarantee that. If it's just me, I usually do pretty well. I don't know if, and I've heard other people say this, you just get nervous when you're on camera, or you feel like you gotta not waste people's time and get through it quickly. I don't know what it is, but it's something. And all right, there we go. There is. Hey, did y'all notice, if you've seen my videos before, you'll notice my desk used to be really, really messy. And I'm in the process of a deep clean in my studio. And I'm going to put this sticker down here, and you guys will see why in just a minute. But yeah, I'm working on getting my studio all cleaned up because I just can't function in the mess that was. I can't find anything. And I'm one that when I craft, I get out everything I have, but then I don't put it away afterwards, and it just piles up and piles up and piles up. So y'all will have to help me remember to put stuff away when I'm done. Alright, so for opposites, I have so my opposites are opposites, but they're kind of the same. You know, we start out as children in this world, and then we grow up and become adults. And these children actually grew up, they were smitten with each other when they were young, and they grew up to get married. So they're different, but they're kind of the same. You know, they're the same couple when they grew up as they were when they were children. So I thought that was a fun story. But yeah, my opposites are children and adults. And my glue bottle. The one thing I didn't check before I started. There we go. I know everybody uses the art glitter glue for this kind of stuff. This is actually Aleene's tacky glue that I have had forever, and I just want to use it up. So I have some art glitter glue, but I'm not going to open it until this is gone, because I can't see wasting perfectly good glue. Alright, so let's put them down here in this corner. This is going to be a real straightforward collage this week, because I've just got, come on, I keep sliding all around on that sticker up there. I'm trying to get the extra glue off. Got a little on his cheek. There we go. He's not going to impress her with glue on his cheek, is he? Alright, so there they are as little kids. Now what I'm going to do, because I've got a little glue, and these are kind of shiny, so I'm going to take a paper towel and dampen it just a little bit and run it over while the glue is still wet, and that will pick up that extra glue. That water. There, no glue on them now. Now I also think what I'm going to do is take a pen or a charcoal pencil or something, Stabilo all, and go around these guys. Actually, you know what I think I'll do? I think I'll use a regular pencil and just make some shading around them. And I'm just spreading out this glue so it doesn't ooze out all over the place. Okay, so they grew up to be adults and ended up getting married. Look at those two. I don't know, what shall we name them? Tell me in the comments if you think of a good names for this guy and gal. I have to think on it a little bit. I'm not quite sure what I would call them or who I would call them. I don't know what I would name them. But they sure do look happy, don't they? They sure do look happy. Now, I have a little quote to put down here because this just seemed fitting for these guys, that they would be always, come on, I can't pick it up, and always and forever. You know, I know there are real life cases where people grow up together and then end up together forever. I don't know anybody who's done that, but alright, let's see what I have got up here. I've got a little charcoal pencil that's got a sharp, and I do want to mark around these words a little bit, just to highlight them. Sketchy little lines. Alright, it's not going through that real well because there's glue on there. There. So we have always and forever, and then I'm going to do a little bit of highlighting and the flowers, sort of connect them together. Let me find my pencil here, and we'll do this is one of my favorite things to do when I need to highlight and get something to stand out. Now it's not going to work over that sticker, but if I, hang on, I'm reaching for something here. Find what I'm reaching for. There's one. These little tortillons, and they've got little tips on them that let you kind of rub in the and smear the pencil. So I don't know if you can tell that, but he's now got a little bit of shadow around him, and we'll do the same thing for her. Now I'm not pressing down with the pencil because I don't want to leave marks in the paper. I'm just gently going over the paper right around her to give her, and then I'm sort of pulling out, I'm going in a circle, so I'm sort of blending that shadow out from her body. So I want it darkest right next to her, and then blending out a bit. A little bit more under her skirt here. Now I can do this with that charcoal pencil too. It would just be a whole lot darker. I don't know if I want it that dark. You can also, I have up there somewhere, Stabilo all the pencils that they're black and you put them down and then go over it with water and it will spread. So I don't know if you can see that, but there's just a hint of shadow around her. And I can darken it up if I need to. Give her a little more over here. But this is just a regular number 2 pencil. Now, if I were putting this somewhere where, and I need shadow in between them too, where I wanted it to, I didn't want the pencil to rub off or anything like that, I would probably spray it with a fixative. Like if I were putting this in a journal that I were going to sell, I would put, and I'm going to put a little bit darker under their feet here since they're standing. Yeah, so the pencil didn't ever rub off. I would put some fixative on it, but there we go. And I don't know if you can see that shading, but it's very nice. Just gives a little more dimension to them. And like I said, I can't do it up around the their heads where the stickers are, but I can do their bodies. I'm not going to shade the folks up here because you can see them pretty well. So I'm not going to put any shading up there. Now, what I am going to do though, is I'm going to look for a little thin piece of lace, something real thin, that I might be able to run down the side of that journal. And since this is supposed to be vintage, I might use some of my really old vintage lace that I have. And I've got some that is real thin. Let's see if we can find something out of this. So we could do this. I actually like this one. So yeah, I'm just going to run that down the side of that page. just to give it a little something extra. We'll cut off this end. And I will use a little bead of Fabri-Tac. And before I do this, let me put this underneath so I don't get any glue on the page underneath. That would not be good. So I'm just putting a little bead right along the edge, not and then that will stick out a little bit from the journal page. A little bit straighter. There we go. Isn't that pretty? So that, my friends, is opposites. Short and sweet. We have the little children who grow up to be adults, and they're together always and forever. So that is opposites. Thanks for joining, and I will see you back here tomorrow. Bye.